Good morning, everyone. This is Sandeep Bhargava, and today I'm here with a very important update about the planetary placement and the conjunction which are happening in the universe and the impact on human life. So, first of all, I would want to tell you that the fear of this COVID-19 is actually on the diminishing zone right now, and most of the people in Middle East and in eastern part of the world, they will start feeling a lot of relief from this situation. In fact, they will start making effort and seeing some changes around their life, and they will move into the positive aura and the zone from now onwards. The reason, the first thing is on 22nd of April 2020, which is today, Moon has entered into Aries, and right now in Aries, Moon and Sun, they both are connected together in the Ashwini Nakshatra. The Lord of Ashwini Nakshatra is Ketu. So when we talk about Ashwini Nakshatra, we always talk about initiation or the starting or beginning of something new or something potential to come in life. Right now, being Moon placed in Aries, that is again in the 10th house. If you see, it's basically the first house of the horoscope. But right now, today, based on today's time, it is happening in the 10th house. So my whole point of this conversation is, being Sun and Moon are together now, this is the point when a lot of new things are beginning to happen, and it will definitely take human life onto a very positive next level. Here the best part is the Ketu and Venus Dasha is also happening, and it is ending in July 15th 2020, which shows a very strong change to come in human life, as in the problems they are going through, the kind of structural changes which they have done in the past. Now they will get out of that structure. In fact, financial points, you must have seen crude oil, you must have seen how the silver commodity was playing. Everything was going down, and everything is going towards the destruction, and it's a devastating state for a lot of investors. This will keep happening for next 1 week. But after that, things will start coming in shape for betterment. I will talk about 12 zodiac signs, of course, but right now my whole agenda is that you should get out of that fear that what will happen to the world and for how long you will have to be in lockdown and what next will come in your life. So the life is showing you a change. Life is showing you a path of growth. Life is showing you a moment of a new beginning. Right now, what you need to do is you need to accept the change and you should move on. Don't think that you are in the wrong side of life, because everything is moving for a change, and that change is good or bad both. But as per my understanding, it is good, because when this all started happening in India after 17th of February until 10th of March, when Mercury was retrograde, and after that 8th of April until 25th of April, which is another 3 more days to go, when Jupiter and Mercury both are debilitated. So they are showing their presence. They are making you sure that whatever they can do, you should be able to see it now. So whether it is your communication, whether it was your plans which failed, maybe aggressive behavior towards your professional life, maybe you want to leave the job, maybe you want to do something new, maybe you don't want to continue with your businesses. There are a lot of decisions happening and coming in your way, but all these decisions are there for a very, very temporary time zone. Don't continue thinking like that. In fact, try to meditate, try to use some frankincense, camphor, sage, and smudging is very important right now. Keep some crystal around you and just tell yourself this is just a phase which is happening, but it doesn't mean that it will happen forever. Life is changing, and world is changing around us, is changing constantly. We, as I told in my last video, that this too shall pass, and that is the truth. We need to tell ourselves that this moment is not here permanently. Everything is moving. This state will also go away, and we will be back in the same state as we were. So looking at the planetary placement now, the charts for today's chart is open in front of me. Right now, Rahu is in Margashira Nakshatra on 6.37 degrees. And when we talk about Margashira Nakshatra, we talk about Mangal, or Rahu Mangal Yoga is basically a yoga where Mangal is giving all the aggression, all the expectations to the world. It's like a warlord. It will do whatever best it can think of with the aggressive mindset. But being Rahu is placed in the 12th house, so all the investments, all the commodity, all the oil businesses, anything related to Saturn, everything will just go through a very low dip. So right now, if you are an investor, I believe this is the right time for you to think and see minutely what best you can invest in, and just invest, and then things will start moving in your favor. On the other side, I'm seeing Venus is placed in its own house, which is Taurus, and that too in the Nakshatra Rohini. And when we talk about Rohini Nakshatra, there is a very specific thing about Rohini Nakshatra. It is basically creator. And Rohini Nakshatra Lord is Chandrama, and Chandrama is already placed in Aries. So right now, if you see the conjunction or the aspects, they all are showing a very positive understanding, a positive path to mankind. Right now is the time to start initiating the best try and error method in your life. Things which you are not doing, you should start doing it right now. If you are working on some plans but you stopped it because of your mindset that you don't want to go ahead, this is the time when you should start working on it. This is the time when you need to move on to the next level, not thinking about what happened in the past and how things will move, because all your efforts will be paid for here. You will get a payback here. Your relationships, things were not going right in the past 10-15 days for specific zodiac sign like Taurians and Cancer. So Cancer is showing that, that the delay or the gap in the relationship, whether it is emotional, physical, mental relationship, it will come back to you again. But this was needed. Somehow that change was needed in life. For Taurians, if you see their own relationship with their own family members, the kind of respect they were expecting, it was not coming in. But now Moon will show you that it will happen. Things will come to you. Everybody will start respecting you. So the change is happening. Okay, so this change on 22nd of April 2020 is a change of initiation. It's a dynamic change which is showing you a different path, a positive understanding with yourself, like things which you were not expecting were happening, but you don't want them to happen. So just take it as a temporary phase, because it will change. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people, they lost their income. A lot of people, they are losing their health also during this time. In fact, I was reading somebody's chat yesterday. One healer who sent me a message that, we should work on child abuse cases, because there are a lot of cases happening in the world where, because parents are so frustrated, they are not understanding what to do, and the kids are kids. They are not adults, so they are trying to play. They're making it a play game by staying home. So that is giving a lot of aggression, because as you know, Mars is placed in with Saturn and Jupiter. So it is becoming very aggressive. It is showing that, okay, my wisdom is not there, my path is not clear, and I am aggressive. So what is happening? They are beating their kids. They are actually manhandling their kids, which is not the right thing. So to get rid of the whole state, just think that the situation you are in is just a temporary phase. Everything will change. Everything will be in your favor. Everything will become stronger than before or ever. So this is what you think, what we should think. Now we'll talk about 12 zodiac signs. Okay, this is very, very important for all of you to listen, because there is a piece for everyone, a piece of advice for everyone. There is a tip behind all these things. So if you listen to me, I'm telling you this whole time until, but this is not 1 week or 2 weeks thing, but the time period until July 2020 will show you what I'm telling you right now. And I will talk about in 2, 3, 4 lines for each zodiac sign, because I don't want to make it a very big video, because people don't like to watch long videos. So here I will talk about Aries. Aries, as you know, Sun and Moon are placed in your house. Right now, the aggression is there, the reputational point of view. If you think about your workplace, you are going through a very, very low down phase. Emotionally, things are going against you. You are feeling that there is lack of people in your life. Connections are against you. Everything is going against you. And you are actually living in a very negative zone. I suggest to you, being Moon is now here, Now, why don't you think about your initiation of the new businesses or new ventures with your friends or people around you? Start working on the plans. And being Aries, your Lord is Mars, and Mars placement is with Saturn and Jupiter. It is showing you a path to grow. It is showing you a path to be confident about your life. You just need to move on to the right side by taking and keeping your mindset with you. You don't need to think about what others are talking and what others are doing and I'm not doing. Don't compare yourself, because Aries, you are an egoistic soul, and here your primary focus, which used to be the leading the whole thing, is not there right now. The point is survival. So my suggestion is to you that you should start working on the present business or projects which you have in hand, to finish them and move on to the next level. Stop thinking negative about yourself. Now we'll talk about Taurians. Taurians, as I was talking about, relationship is the biggest issue in their life, and right now the change is happening in the 12th house. In fact, if you see in Taurians state, it's not about only 12th house, but I will talk about one more thing, that is their destiny house. Destiny house is also governed by Saturn, Jupiter and Mars, and I'm right now, technically if you see, everything is just stagnant, just not moving anywhere. So all the Aacharians, you should understand that life has a lot to offer to you. A lot of luxury, lot of relationship, lot of positivity is coming your way. But whatever is happening with you right now is just, and I'm talking about on the negative side, like things which you want to happen, but they are not happening. So it is just a temporary phase. You just need to focus and try to connect with your own contacts on your own. You need to bow down and just move in. I'm telling you, your Venus placed in your own sign, and Aries as a sign in the 12th Sun and Moon. Moon will take you away. It will give you an opportunity to move away from the negative people and move into the right sort of people who will help you to grow with yourself, grow yourself. So change is happening. The movement is taking shape. It's your time to just open your heart, open your mind, open your arms, and just start. Don't wait for the calls to come to you. Make calls. Tell people that you are caring for them, and that is all you need right now. Now we'll talk about Gemini. Gemini as a sign. If you see, the Lord is Mercury, and Mercury's state, Mercury is debilitated right now, but the change has already started. That initiation I was talking about is happening in their income house. And income house is something where Moon always shows the transfers. So transfer of energy is happening. One place to another place, to another place, to another place, from one person to another person to another person. Everything is taking shape right now. What you need to be concentrating on, the possibility of connecting with yourself, because somewhere you have a very strong disconnection, emotional disconnection with yourself. Right now, you need to start meditation. You need to start working on yourself by reading a few more books. Knowledge is something which you can gather here, because your mind is working towards learning new things, learning new processes of life. If you think people are not good with you and they were not taking care of you previously, you have all the rights to talk to them. Tell them that, okay, this is what I think that you are not doing. Please do this to me. You have to be vocal about yourself. You have to be vocal about what you want. And if you don't tell them, it will never happen. So make sure you tell them and get things sorted for yourself. And, with Jupiter, or I would say with Venus in the 12th house, it is a point of disconnection also. It is something which the luxury will come, but luxury will come with a lot of disputes or hassles. So don't fight with yourself. If something is coming in, take a deep breath, think about it, and make a move. You are not responsible for everybody. You are not responsible for everything. You are responsible for yourself. So Gemini, the only thing which you can do here right now is, until July 2020, that you take care of yourself and your mind, and then move on, because everything is connected with you and you are very positive at this point of time. I'm seeing starting from 22nd of April 2020. Now we'll talk about Cancer. Cancer as a sign, the Lord is Moon. And their 10th house is now affected with the Sun and Moon. And right now they are going through so much of hassles in their health, in their mind, in their body, in their relationship, in the people around them. In fact, their parents, sibling, everyone. There is a question running in their mind. Like, am I worth of all this? Why I'm surviving in this situation? I'm telling you the truth, that people with their 7th house or 8th house defect of Saturn, you have to be very, very confident in taking decisions right now. You cannot be impulsive, you cannot be negative, you cannot be on the wrong side of life by taking some drastic step against your own life. Right now, maybe the profession is not helping you. Right now, maybe looking at your chart, Ketu, as Ketu is also placed in the 7th, the relationship is not helping you. You are seeing and thinking everything wrong about yourself, which I think you should not be doing right now. You need to start working on your emotional side. Like, you have to grow, you have to elevate yourself. You are a person who always wanted to get pampered by others. You are the person who likes to take care of others. You want everybody to be at peace, emotionally connected, moving on to the right direction. Okay, I'm there, but you cannot be there with everybody. Sometimes you need to be a little selfish, and I suggest you, Cancer, right now it's time for you to be selfish about yourself. If you cannot be selfish, then I'm sorry, because people will try to take undue advantage of your time and mind and efforts, which I don't think you deserve this right now. So just take care of yourself. But now we'll talk about Leo. Leo Lord is Sun, placed in their 9th house. Right now, 9th house story says that I will give you everything. You want emotional connect, you want intervention of your partners in your life, you want strength in your life, you want agony, aggression, positivity. I'll give you everything, but right now you won't get it. Reason being, Moon is combust in the whole situation. I didn't tell you, but Moon is combust in the whole situation. Today, Moon is combust, and being combust Moon, you will not get what emotional connect you are looking in this world. The way things are happening right now is not showing you a concrete possibility of getting into or getting any involvement from anybody. In fact, you will have more enemies around you, Leo. So be careful about your financial decisions, because things are not moving in your way. The path is not clear. Everything is just showing a little bit of delay everywhere. So this delay is there for a reason. So just wait, hold on to yourself. I think after 25th of April, you will start seeing some positive changes about it, because Sun will not let you go into the negative aura. And when I talk about Combust Moon, in fact, I forgot to tell you that Combust Moon generally doesn't give you the result of its presence or existence in the same house, but the aspect is in your, right now if I see, aspect is in your Lagna house. So Lagna for Leo, your face value will increase, your reputation will increase, your mindset will increase. So just focus on how you can make maximum out of this time. Maybe you can start planning, maybe you can start making schemes to do something new. Maybe you can start venturing out with your old people, try to go back to a phone book and try to connect with your old business partners or office colleagues. Maybe, something good they can do for you. So that is what is you need right now. Now we'll talk about Virgos. Virgos, the story is pretty clear now. Mercury being debilitated right now, they have so many questions going in their mind. Everything is fine. Money is coming in, mind is strong, things are happening, connection is good, I am happy with my family, I am happy in my house. Everything else is happening, but what is not happening here is the satisfaction, the peace in life. Right now, Virgos are basically striving hard to get peace in their life, and that peace will happen only when Moon will change its location first. Second, when Mercury will move its place from debilitated to normal standards. So after 25th of April, I'm telling you, Virgos, all your questions will be done. You will be in a positive mindset, and I don't think you will have many questions left for you to understand which way to go. Because if you see your sign, your passion house, the house of fashion and house of connections is actually affected and influenced by Mars and Saturn. So I'm seeing no problem. I'm seeing all the money coming in. I'm seeing all the positivity floating in. But only thing you need to be careful is about your health. Health is something which might give you a little bit of trigger if you find those things, if you find any lag in your health system, please go see the doctor, because you cannot take a chance here. This is what is very important. But other than that, everything is moving in the right direction. Relationship, you are a people person, but you are very organized, disciplined, and very reserved kind of soul. So people who are coming to you, accept them. People who are going away from you, bye bye. You don't need to worry about it. Now we'll talk about Libra. Librans, basically, go back and see. For Librans, there is one specific thing I know, that their lord is Venus. And when we talk about Venus, they have a very strong connect with Saturn also. So Venus and Saturn, when they are connected together, they work on their best synergy. They both give them the best job, best money, best people around them, best partnership, relationship, everything. So right now, what I'm seeing for Libra, Librans are going through a stature where their reputation, their understanding with life, their family life is actually getting better than what it used to be. In fact, they are seeing a lot of new things about the family which they never knew about it. They are moving into a zone and aura and understanding of life that everything is falling in place for me and for my family. So what I suggest to you, Libra, being moon is debilitated and sun is also placed in the same house, and Ketu is also very strong in your chart. Right now, you are going through a point of transformation. So whatever you were thinking, even if you were thinking to change a job, I know in fact, you know, the world is not going through a phase where you can find things easily. You have to wait. So wait till July and then see. Job will change, business will elevate, mind will change, people will change. People who are against you, they will come to you, apologization will happen, and you will find a very clear path and open light around your life. My whole way of looking at your chart, your relationship with your mother, relationship with your females in your family, like mother, sister, and your wife, and for that matter, your daughter. Everything is flourishing in a beautiful manner. But the only thing is, you need to accept them in the right way. You cannot be superior. You just don't start. I think in the last 2-3 months, the superiority is taking shape in your life. But right now, I suggest you families, so just take care of them. Everything will fall in place. I think after 29th of May, 29th of April and 6th of May, you will be in a better shape, better state. And as everybody know, in my last video I spoke about it, that after 11th May and 13th May and 15th May, life will change completely because of the Saturn and Jupiter's transition. And I think that is what we are heading towards, and everything is falling in place accordingly. In fact, investments or the markets, if you see stock market, commodity market, they are just going down like hell. Like one day they come like 5% up and 10% down, 20% up, 50% down. So you have to be very careful in terms of making your decision in investments. Now we'll talk about Scorpion. Scorpion story is pretty clear. Right now, if I see Scorpion, their Lord is Mars, placed in the 3rd house. Reputation is happening. Job growth will happen. Scorpions, whatever the problem you were facing in life, in fact, in the last 4-5 years, now you'll start seeing a change, a kind of relaxation by the month of July, because you have already moved out of Saturn's clutches. So that 7.5-year phase is already gone. Now we are expecting something beautiful, something pure, something clear, something spiritual, something to make us happy. So right now you are in the right mindset. Here, one good thing which is happening in your chart, that Scorpions are very hardworking. They are finding themselves meeting all the expectations of their superiors, their family, but they are not constructed well enough from inside that they can stay happy at the same time. So what I suggest to you, that you just start working on one thing, that your Mars is something which has always been in your side, and it has always given you the strength to be in the positive mindset, and it is benefic right now. And being benefic, it's about giving you the mental support, physical support, and it talks about giving you the understanding of the world also, like, you know, people who are around you, what they are doing, what they think about you. So right now, don't put your mind anywhere. Just think about what is your agenda, what is your priority, and then move on. The more you think about others, you will go backwards. So right now, there is no point of going backward. Just think and do what your mind is asking you to do. Your gut feeling, your gut movement, your gut decision is everything for now. And I think by July, you will see an amazing change. And most of the signs will see a very beautiful change in July. And please come back to me and tell me if you find anything stronger at that time. Now we'll talk about Sagittarians like me. And Sagittarians zodiac sign talks about two things. One, the accumulation of wealth, accumulation of relationship, and people who are gone away, they will come back to you. The money will come back to you. Your finances which you were stuck will come to you. You need to open up. You need to open your cycle and say, yes, this is what I am, this is what I want, and then things will happen. People who are struggling to get more finances, the people who are struggling to get more channels to move towards their fame or the industry you are in, whether you are a business person or you're a professional, you are struggling to get onto the top level. I think now that wait is over. By 5th of May onwards, or I would say 13th of May precisely, you will start getting more opportunities to grow, more opportunities to give away what best you carry with you. And that spread will give you a chance to elevate yourself. The only thing you need to be careful about is your health, because health, lower abdominal and your cervical area and chest is a point of concern which you need to be very, very careful of. Here, Saturn is giving, Mars is giving, and Jupiter is giving wisdom, power, and your aggression. Right now, you must be seeing in the past few days, you become very aggressive. You can't give answers easily. So I would suggest that you start learning some kind of music, or maybe, you can start singing, you can start meditation. These are the things which will help you, and you can wear a Gomti Chakra also, because that will give you an opportunity to grow in your own self. Now we'll talk about Capricorns. Capricorns is a 10th sign of the zodiac, and Lord is Saturn. The placement of Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars in the same house, looking at their family house, Sun and Moon both are placed there. A lot of things which were stuck in life, now they are moving in. So with the movement of positivity, you just construct yourself towards and construct a wall towards you, which is positive wall. Like whatever is happening for a reason, and reason is not bad. Money will come, and your name also will grow. After 24th of March, you Capricorns are seeing a change, and family members are an important part of your life. Right now, for all the Capricorns, my only thing which I can tell you here is, you have to be very careful in prioritizing yourself. You have to be very careful with your family standards, family affairs. You have to be very honest with your language and your communication, because all these things will lead you to the higher level of consciousness, and that is what you are always waiting for. You have done so much in life that you have seen downs and highs also. I think more downs in the last few years, but right now is the time when you can actually, with one strike, you can make things happen for yourself. So just open up your mind and then change the way you look at things. We'll talk about Aquarians, the 11th sign of zodiac. Lord is Saturn. Placement is pretty strong. Second house is strong, and right now, if I see, in fact, not second house. Right now, if I see, their 12th house is much stronger than it used to be. All the legal litigation, legal complications, ancestral property, or anything related to your past life will come to you. Here you have to be very careful. All your documentation which you have made in the past few days, now it's time for you to carry them out in a very secure space, because people will try to misuse it and they will try to create problem for you. So for all Aquarians, you just have to be careful in your legal aspect. You have to be very careful with your paternal or maternal disputes. You are not allowed to make communication or commitment to anybody for no reason, unless you are given a choice that there is no option left, and then you have to answer to someone, then you do it. Don't put yourself unnecessarily in anybody's dispute or issue, because this can create problem for you. Right now, you don't need to be so simple that, if anybody is asking you for any favor and you just do it, don't do it. You be bad in your own way that you can't do it, because people will come for a reason. people will come to take advantage of your status. I think you are not ready for that right now, and it will give you a very strong downturn in life, and that is what I don't want you to go through. Now we'll talk about Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac sign. The Lord is Jupiter. Placement of Jupiter is in the 11th house, which is basically house of income. Saturn is there, Moon is there. Saturn, Mars and Jupiter is there, and right now all three planets are showing a path that a new opening, a point of construction is happening. A very beautiful change is taking shape. Right now you are going through a phase of transformation, and the transformation is showing you a path of growth. Right now, do not stop yourself. If you are moving into something new, if you are trying to deal or take up a new challenge about your professional life or a business life, then yes, you are at the right place. You guys are very good healer. You need to move on to the next level by taking extra activity in life, like start learning meditation, start working on the business standards. Maybe you can start new academics, like you can start getting into new education system. So all these things will be favorable for you, and wisdom will give you an opportunity of growth also. And as per my understanding, your Mercury is placed in your 12th, and it is showing that it is placed in the Revati Nakshatra, which is Mercury. It is about health, it is about sense, it is about growth, it is about channelization of your own power. So just focus on it and just move on. This is what I would say. God bless you, and if you like it, please share it on your timeline also. God bless. Take care.